The truth you were never meant to hear is this: the world you live in is not built on fairness, it's built on power. From the moment you were born, you were told stories about justice, honesty, and kindness. They told you that if you're good, if you're honest, if you follow the rules, life will reward you. But Machiavelli warned us centuries ago that is not how the world truly works. The ones who rise, the ones who control, the ones who are remembered, they understand that life is not a game of virtue, but a game of perception, control, and timing. You're not supposed to know this, because if you did, the illusion would break. The system needs obedient people, people who believe the world is moral, who work hard for others' benefit. You were trained to play fair in a rigged game. Machiavelli knew this truth. Power does not belong to the righteous. It belongs to the strategic. Those who can hide their intentions, read others' motives, and strike at the right time rule the ones who cannot. You're not supposed to know that truth is a tool, not a virtue. The powerful use truth when it serves them, and they lie when it strengthens them. You've been told lying is evil, but in the real world it is simply another weapon. Machiavelli said, "A wise ruler cannot and should not keep his word when it is against his interests. The masses follow morality, the powerful follow strategy." You're not supposed to know that people don't want truth. They want comfort. They want leaders who tell them what they wish were true. The one who speaks reality is hated. The one who tells lies beautifully is celebrated. That is why the cunning thrive. That is why the honest are forgotten. You're not supposed to know that manipulation is not always evil. The world itself manipulates you. Governments, religions, corporations, all using words, symbols, and emotions to control behavior. Machiavelli's warning was not to be a saint in a den of wolves, but to learn the language of the wolves so you can survive among them. You're not supposed to know that being feared is often safer than being loved. Love is fragile, built on emotion. Fear is rooted in respect. Wait. People may betray the one they love, but they hesitate to cross the one they fear. Fear creates distance, distance creates control, and control creates peace. A cold, calculated kind of peace that sustains power. You're not supposed to know that kindness without strength is weakness. The world doesn't reward pure hearts, it rewards strong minds. You can be kind, but only when your kindness cannot be exploited. The strong give out of choice, the weak give out of fear. Machiavelli taught that generosity must be measured, used strategically, not endlessly. Give too much and you become a servant. Give too little and you become despised. You're not supposed to know that morality is relative. What's considered right or wrong depends on who is writing the rules. Every society creates its version of truth designed to keep the powerful in control. The strong shape morals. The weak obey them. Machiavelli didn't tell men to abandon morality. He told them to see it for what it is, a tool of governance. You're not supposed to know that people are predictable. They crave validation, power, and belonging. The one who can control these cravings can control people themselves. The art of manipulation is not to deceive for cruelty, but to understand the psychology of those around you so deeply that you can move them without force. The shepherd does not fight the sheep, he guides them. You're not supposed to know that silence is a weapon. The loud reveal their emotions, the quiet study. Power comes not from speaking, but from knowing when to stay silent. The one who speaks last often controls the outcome because he has heard every argument before revealing his own. The powerful move in silence, act in patience, and strike with precision. You're not supposed to know that chaos creates opportunity. Every downfall, every crisis, every collapse gives birth to new rulers. When others panic, the strategic remain calm. They see what others cannot. That disorder is the birthplace of power. When the crowd runs, the wise observe. When the masses cry for help, the cunning rise to lead. You're not supposed to know that emotions are your enemy. Anger clouds judgment. Fear paralyzes action. Love blinds reason. The powerful feel, but they do not let feelings drive their decisions. They appear compassionate when needed, ruthless when required, but always remain in control of themselves. Master your emotions and you master the world. You're not supposed to know that isolation can be strength. The crowd is noisy, blind, and emotional. To see clearly, you must step away. Machiavelli warned rulers to keep distance, to see without being seen, to act without revealing. Solitude breeds clarity, and clarity is the rarest form of power in a world driven by distraction. You're not supposed to know that most people never think, They repeat, they obey, follow. They defend beliefs given to them, never questioning who benefits from their loyalty. The moment you start thinking for yourself, you become dangerous because independent thought breaks control. That's why you were never meant to know how the world truly works. The moment you do, you stop being a servant. You're not supposed to know that everything is an illusion. Reputation, morality, justice. These are masks used to maintain order. Behind every mask is desire, and behind every desire is the will to power. To see the world as it is, not as it is told to you, is to awaken. But awakening comes with a cost. You lose comfort, but you gain freedom. You're not supposed to know that even goodness can be a strategy. Sometimes the strongest manipulation is appearing humble, kind, and harmless. People lower their guard around what feels safe. Machiavelli said, if you must deceive, deceive with virtue. A gentle mask hides the sharpest blade. You're not supposed to know that survival is not for the kind, but for the adaptable. The world changes, alliances shift, loyalties fade. Those who cling to idealism perish, those who adapt endure. The river of power never flows in a straight line. It bends for those who learn to move with it. You're not supposed to know that destiny is not written, it's constructed. Every powerful person you admire built their own myth, shaped their own story, and controlled how others perceived them. You can do the same. Image is not vanity, it is armor. The one who defines how others see him controls the battlefield before the war even begins. You're not supposed to know this, because if you did, you would no longer be easy to rule. You would stop obeying, you would stop believing. You would start thinking, acting, and mastering. Machiavelli's warning was not to make you cruel, but to make you aware. The world is neither fair nor unfair. It simply rewards those who understand its rules. So open your eyes. See what others refuse to see. The truth may be dark, but it's also liberating. Once you understand how the game is played, you are no longer a pawn. You are no longer controlled by illusion. You are the player, and everyone else is still asleep.